Okay, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Big hair, don't care. Today I want to talk about something that's important to me. I get asked a lot from everybody pretty much why I am no longer a police officer. So I decided I want to make a video instead of individually telling people like, oh, I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it. It wasn't for me. I decided I didn't want to do that, or I didn't like the job, or blah, 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 blah. It was a lot of things. I was new to the area. I've never lived in that area. It was 3 hours from home. It was just me and my fiance, and we didn't know anybody. It was new career, new location, new place. I just moved into my first apartment by myself, well, with Tiffany, but it was just brand new. And I guess it was a lot of things at once. So I was told, a lot of people said, well, maybe it's because you are new and it's a lot of firsts. Although it was a lot of firsts, I think it had a lot more to do than that. Hi. I was rude. I was very sad. What I pictured the job to be wasn't what it really was. Well, not where I was. I was working in a retirement community, pretty much. There wasn't much to do. We didn't do anything. I don't know. It was just different, and I was very sad. Very sad. Don't know if I was depressed to that point, but I would bawl my eyes out every day on the way to work, and I was physically sick thinking about work. I got to briefing in the morning and I would throw up. I would go into briefing and my eyes would be puffy red, swollen from crying. I was to the point where I would call Tiffany. Where was I? Yeah, so I was crying every day, hysterical, to the point where I was like, and I couldn't breathe, and that was every day. And I was just not mentally at my job. Like, as a cop, you kind of have to be there physically and mentally, and I was there physically, but I wasn't there mentally. And I knew I could do the job. I knew I could do it, but I didn't want to. It's all I've wanted since I was a little girl. I wanted to be a lot of things. I wanted to be a veterinarian. I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to be a firefighter. I wanted to be in the military. I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to sing. I'm probably tone deaf. I wanted to be a cop. So I wanted to be all those things, but I wasn't. I ended up pursuing law enforcement. So I did that, and I just didn't like it, and that's okay. It took me a while to finally realize that it's okay to not know what you want to do at this point. I'm going on 26, not getting any younger, but that's fine. There's people my age who know what they want to do and are already in the profession they want to be in. There's people my age who have absolutely no idea what they want to do and are still going to college and figuring it out. There's people who are older than me who are in the same position I am, and that's fine. I always thought that at this point I'd be married, I'd have kids, and I'd have my life together. I was wrong. My life's not together, but it's not falling apart. I left Vero Beach after a month. I gave it a month. I was very headstrong. I was like, I'm gonna give it a month. I'm gonna stick it out. I'm gonna see if I like it. And I didn't, and that's okay. I started to have very negative thoughts to the point where I would think in the morning driving to work, I wouldn't have to go to work if this truck hit my car. I wouldn't have to go to work if I hit this fence, or I wouldn't have to go to work if I got into this car accident. It was really bad. It was really bad. I've never thought of self-harm or thoughts remotely close to that, but it got to that point, and at that point I said, if I don't leave now, something might happen. Not gonna say what. I didn't know. I just knew I was very unhappy to the point where these thoughts were crossing my mind. So I feel like it's important to tell people it's okay if you're not happy where you are. If you want to leave, if it gets really bad to that point, you can go, no matter what anyone says, no matter what anyone thinks. Till this day, people are like, oh, but you've always wanted to be a cop. What happened? That's all you've ever wanted. It's all I've ever wanted. But when I finally got into it, it wasn't what I wanted. I just feel like it's important for me to tell people now that I got into a career that I thought I loved and I thought I wanted, that if you don't know what you're doing with your life, if you feel like you don't know where you're going, or you're stuck, or you're in a rut, or whatever the case may be, whatever thoughts you're having, your happiness is not worth staying at a job. I'm nowhere where I want to be. I know where I want to be, but I'm nowhere where I was. I'm happy. I wake up and I'm okay with going to work. I like my job. I like where I'm at. So by no means am I saying, hey, quit your job. Leave your job right now if you're unhappy. No, like obviously you're gonna work hard to be where you want to be, at a job you want to be at, or in a place in life you want to be at. I picked up my entire little family, Avery, Cody, and Tiffany and I, and moved to Oregon from Florida. So it was big, it was scary, but I'm not unhappy, if that makes sense, like I was in Florida. No job is worth harmful thoughts. No job is worth crying every morning hysterically. No job is worth getting physically sick, no matter what people tell you. People are going to tell you to stick it out and all these things. If I stuck it out because of what my mom said or because of what my friends said, I probably wouldn't be here today. And that's really hard for me to say because I feel like I never said that out loud. But that's important. My happiness was important to me. So I left. Once I told my mom, like, the real reason, like, this is what I was thinking about, or these are the thoughts that were running through my head, or your daughter, because you're telling me to stay and stick it out, if I listened to you, this is where I would be in life, or this is where I wouldn't be in life. And she kind of stepped back and was like, whoa, like, I didn't know that's how you felt. I talked to Tiffany about it, and Tiffany was pretty much like, yeah, you gotta go. Like, it's not worth it. So you are worth it. Your happiness is worth it. We're all just figuring it out. I'm figuring it out. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with everybody. I wanted to make a video on why I am no longer a cop, and I'm actually pursuing other things in life. I'm figuring out what makes me happy, what I like to do, what I can see myself doing for the rest of my life. Who knows? Who knows where I'll be in a year? Who knows where I'll be in 5 years? Who knows what I'll be doing in 10 years? I'm figuring it out, and that's fine. And when you figure it out, you'll be fine. All right, thanks guys. Bye. Say bye, Cody. Ow, you bit me. Look, say bye. Bye guys.